So part of the reason why we all grow up not liking adults, the parenting, the sort of dominance they have over us, the superiority stuff with like disciplining, dealing out punishments. Part of that is we don't like how they talk to us. So we're now adults though. If you were born around 2000 um, to 2005, you're an adult now. So you don't want to you don't want to say the wrong things. You don't want to you don't want to uh assume. If so, you might say, do you know? Or not like having this tone where you're like annoyed or snappy or crass. Like, I feel like a lot of millennials are better than Gen X and boomers, but still, I feel like a lot of millennials are are not where they need to be. I feel like if you're 30, um, or you're like 35, you're a millennial. If right now, but I'm still, and even with like boomers and Gen X, I see uh, a lot of them very, snappy, and they immigrants will talk slow, 'cause their English sucks. But I guess, well, here's the thing. So now I'm getting to my comfortable. My butt itches, not, but I can't itch it. I don't want to get banned. My butt itches. Wait, I'm gonna go itch my butt. Okay, itch my butt. But so uh. I guess everything takes effort we put into it. So if you look at it that way, a lot of people aren't working on their speech. They work on so many other things, but when it comes to speech, it's almost like you try to get yourself smarter, you try to get yourself better character, better morals, better ethics, but you don't directly say, oh, I'm gonna work on my speech. Like, that's not something, even in personal development, in like, um, therapy, and like all this other stuff, they don't directly say, oh, I'm gonna make my speech the best speech. Like they say that for speeches, but not for just everyday talking, interactions, your behavior, your morals, your thoughts, your actions. You work on all that, but you don't really work on your speech. Your speech is sort of the last denominating factor that by the time you perfected everything else, then your speech is good. But because it's so weird, because some people don't talk much and other people talk a lot. So, but basically, to improve your speech, you cannot make assumptions. You cannot have the wrong tone. How you talk to one person has to be different from another person. So if I'm talking to my mom, it's gonna be different than from how I talk to my brother, and from how I talk to my dad, and my friends, and my acquaintances, and my teachers at school. Like, all of that, right? Hypothetically. Now, do what you will with this information, but I'm going to tell you what I think is the best way to do it. So the best way to do it is basically to always talk like concise. So, and to say less than everyone else. So, and this is all relative. So, if it requires a lot, you can say like a moderate amount. If it requires like nothing, you just don't address it at all. So, you, let me put it this way. So, speech is something that is more complicated than just actions or, character traits, personality, those other things. Because speech has, like, if you're an immigrant or you have a weird voice, that can be problematic. So, I can't blanket statement just say one thing for all types of people. We're all different. Sometimes we're not all different, sometimes it's very similar across all people, but in this case, I'm about to make another TikTok talking about something else, but I'm gonna tell you though in the next TikTok more, but for now, if you're only watching this one, when you're talking to people, never get like triggered. In actions and all that stuff, you can get triggered, but speech it hurts more, cause don't let sex break your bones, words never hurt you. Like, people get offended by words more.